If you want to quit surviving, if you want to be at peace with your body again, then this video is for you. We're gonna dive deep how you can heal your mind and your body and bring them to unity. Let me first and foremost tell you that it is not your fault. It's not your fault that you're being in survival mode. Do not punish yourself. Do not be mean to yourself, because it's not going to take you anywhere. In the process of transforming and integrating your true self, what you need the most is self-compassion and love. Bring that love and self-compassion throughout your journey. Because you will see, as you do this journey, as you move and transform and heal, and I would rather say than heal, actually remember, because you were never broken. You just had forgotten who you are. As you are picking up the pieces that you have suppressed down and you start to love them, then you will see there were nothing that was broken with you. You just had false belief about you and the world we live in. So, why do we disconnect ourselves from our body? When we were children, when we grow up in the environment where there is no safety and love, and the mother represents love and the father represents safety, when we do not grow up with those energy, as children, we find it very hard to be in the present moment, to be in our body, because something happened in your life emotionally where you couldn't bear the emotion. And in that moment, and maybe this did not happen just one, maybe this happened multiple times. Maybe you were in this abusive family, or maybe something other things happened, but it came way too much to bear for you. So you just left your body. And when you do not feel safe, the pain becomes too much in your body. And then you dissociate yourself from your body. And from that moment, you learn how to survive. And you know deep down, if you go back to your body, it means to feel those feelings again. And there is a part of you that remember that you couldn't handle those emotions. You didn't know how to cope with those emotions. So to go back to those emotions means to remember all the pain that you have been through. And those addictions that you are using is not going to help you. And the only choice for you is just to raise the dose. So maybe then, maybe you might feel peace. Or maybe that's your hope. But can you truly find peace in those things? You know the answer in your heart. As we are creating this different behavior, when we leave our body, we are living in our mind. And when we are living in our mind, when we identify ourselves with our mind, that's where we create suffering. And since we are beyond our thoughts, and when we identify ourselves with our thoughts, now we become this victim. And when we become this victim, we feel like the world is against us. And to gain the world's love means to become the superstar, maybe to have that car, maybe to have that wife, that husband, or whatever you have in your mind. If I do this, then I will be happy. And maybe at the end of the day, the world will see me for what I am, and the world will give me the love that I deserve. So all of us, we follow the things that the society tell us to achieve, and we try to achieve them. Not because of love, not because we want to. Most of the time, it is because we need the world to see us in certain way. And if we dig deep to what that is, it is love. We need the world to see us with loving eyes. So we would do anything to gain the world's love. But here's the thing, the love that we had when we were children, it didn't vanish because we didn't have the car, we didn't have the house, we didn't have the things that the world tell us to seek. It didn't vanish because of it. It simply vanished because we didn't find the safety and the love we needed. And that safety and love is within ourselves, so we can give it to ourselves. So how come that everybody experienced this trauma? It's not just one or two. I mean, all of us get born to the environment where we do not feel safe, more or less, and then we experience the separation from love and safety. Why is that? And why is it so heavy for us to go back to our body and heal this again? Why do we struggle? Why do we choose addictions, behaviors that doesn't serve us, when we know deep down this is just something we are doing so we cannot go back to that pain again? Why is it so scary to fall in love with people? And we call that to fall in love is being vulnerable. So I rather guard my heart so that I don't feel the pain again. Why do we fear so much? And if this would happen with 1, 2, or 3%, we would call it, oh, okay, that might be coincidence. But when it is happening to all of us, almost every person has experienced something that made them disconnect from their body. You see, I believe that we are spiritual beings having physical experience. And I remember the first time we have separated from love, the first time that we have forgotten who we are, is the first time we experienced trauma or pain. And that pain and that trauma were so unbearable, we couldn't handle it. So we projected it outside. And when we projected it outside, everywhere we looked, there we are. We couldn't run from ourselves. And in the moment we separated ourselves actually from love, it was by design. We thought to ourselves, how will life would be without love? So when we separated ourselves from love, we forgot who we are. And in the moment we were drowning in this fearful mind, divine stretches its own hand and said, I'm here with you. Do not be scared. But we were so fearful we couldn't hear this voice. So we end up projecting our pain outside of ourselves. And that's why wherever you look, always in life, you look into yourself. You cannot run from yourself. And that's why we say there is just one of us. Because in truth, there's just one of us that has separated itself into many beings. There was one cell, and this one cell became 2 cells, 4 cells, 8 cells, 16 cells, so on. So we keep dividing, and everything is constantly expanding, because that's why we are here. So that is why all of us experience the pain we experience with our parents. There is the remembering of what happened in the beginning of our journey as a souls. And the only way to go back to ourselves is through healing ourselves. There is one time that Divine told me, You thought you need to forgive the truth, but all you need to do is to forgive the illusion. And I find that that's very true. You see, when we projected the whole game that we are playing on the stage, we projected it and we forgot. And when we forgot, we became our worst enemy. We start to judge ourselves. We start to see ourselves that we are not worthy of love. But that is not the truth. And that is why we need to first start to forgive. And forgiveness is one of ways to come back home, to come back to your truth. You see, when we see Jesus, Buddha, and many beings who are enlightened beings, and those masters, they didn't say, get that Gucci or get that thing. I don't know what things were popular in those times, but they didn't say those things. They say, return to love because you are love in many shapes and forms. They keep telling us the kingdom is within ourselves. The love is within ourselves. And your pain is projected outside of you so that you can heal yourself. And when you see your parents, and when you are experiencing the pain with your parents and other people, it's just telling you, this is where you have forgotten who you are. This is where you need to take back your power. If you don't, then you will feel like you are the drop in the ocean, and the ocean is representing divinity. And from lower consciousness, if we see the ocean, then it is the world. Maybe you will gain the love of the world, but deep down, you want to gain the love of divinity. Maybe you have heard the earth game is one of the hardest games to play. Because in this earth game that we are playing, it is amplified. Our pain is amplified. So when you see your parents, you are truly seeing the separation between you and the divinity. What has happened between you and divinity. When you are fearing to heal and forgive, deep down, you are questioning yourself if you can truly trust that love again, because the trust were broken. And this is the reason why the earth game feels so hard to play, because here everything is amplified. The separation is amplified. The pain is amplified. We feel we are fighting with the world and the world is against us. Truly, it is because we have forgotten. Every person that is walking is projected outside of ourselves. Everything that we judge about other people or say about other people is the way we see ourselves. The only way to get back to you is to heal you, to remember who you are, to know you are the main character in this game, and everybody who is around you is your supporting character. They are there to show you where you are judging yourself, where you are feeling you are not worthy of love. And when you start to see everybody as your supporting character, that is reflecting back what is happening in your mind, where you are judging yourself, where you are not feeling you are worthy of love, you start to say, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. And maybe when you are going through that pain, you might not feel gratitude, of course. But when you truly, truly heal and take back your power, and when you feel that surge of power coming back to you, when you feel powerful, then you start to say, thank you. Thank you. Because I can feel myself again. I can feel my heartbeat again. I can feel the blood that is running through my veins. I can see and feel the power that I have within me. And most of all, you start to recognize this body is nothing but a tool for you to express who you are. And that's where you start to extend yourself. You take back your power from the world and you start to extend yourself to the world. You do not create from fear. You do not create from separation. Simply you create because that is your nature. As a child, you love to create, you love to play, and you bring that to your adulthood. As we raise above from our pain, it is very important that we bring this. And if you are raising, I was about to say willingness, but if you are raising from your pain, the willingness is already there. And if you are watching this video, I'm guessing the willingness is already there. And that is very important that we bring trust and honesty and love. You see, the first thing that has happened when we separated from divinity or from our parents who are holding that mirror between what happened between us and divinity, it is the trust that was broken. And that trust can be healed when we start to forgive. Because when we start to forgive, we will start to see only love is true. Because we will be left only with love. And we will see safety was within that love. So being honest in this process is very important. To be really, really honest what you are feeling, not denying what you are feeling, but truly. And if you are angry, if you are feeling certain things in the moment you are going through your emotions, forgiveness, then you are honest about it. You do not blame yourself about things. You just be like, okay, is this true? Does this feel love? If it doesn't feel like love, then it is not true. So let your measure be, is this the truth? And when I say truth, is it love? Does it feel love in my body? Or does it feel hate and judgment and those kind of things? If it doesn't feel love, then you just simply let that go, because it is not true. It's not true of who you are, your essence, because your essence is only pure love. And when you are on, let's say you are not honest in your healing process, or when you are feeling like, oh, maybe I deserve this because of this or that. When you are attacking, when you are judging, when you are projecting in any way, then you are saying, these circumstances have power over me, and I will be slave to that pain. And this might hurt, I am saying this, but use that pain to bring yourself to love, because you do not want to give away your power where there is pain, and let that pain be your dictator and see that pain as God. So take back your power and operate from your heart. Operate from your divinity, from your love, and only accept love. And the more you do this and see yourself actually as you are doing this process, forgiveness, and where you are healing, where you are seeing people as your just reflection, where you feel like where you are taking back your power, see yourself as a toddler that you are learning how to walk again. And when you are learning to walk, sometimes, you fall down and but you think to yourself, well, I was starting to walk. I took 2 steps before, so maybe I will take 3 steps this moment. And maybe in this time, I might take just 1 step, but it's okay because I'm doing progress. So progress over perfection. And then ask yourself, what kind of story am I telling about myself? What kind of perception do I have about myself? How do I see myself? And in the way you are seeing yourself, gonna tell you where you are leaking your energy, why you are attracting certain people in your life, why they are reflecting certain things about you. Then forgive yourself and change your story. Change the story that you tell about yourself. And as you are changing your mind, as you are forgiving, heal your body as well, because your body is the temple of your soul. And if your body have to hold a lot of frequency, a lot of energy, higher frequency, then you need to heal your body. All right? Eat the right food, heal your guts, heal yourself. And I know a lot of people say, like, I'm going to work out so I look sexy or whatever. But how about you? Like, looking sexy is just a bonus. But most important, that when you feel strong in your body, that is sexy. When you can run, when you can move in the way you want to move. Not to look skinny or to look in certain figure, but to truly, truly feel healthy in your body. That is power. And the more healthier you are in your body, the more of your different energy can be integrated in your body, because your body have to have the capacity to hold your energy as well. So I heal your body. And then last but not least, study yourself. Study who you are. Ask yourself, who am I? What do I want? What do I really, really want from life? What do I want to create? How do I want to live my life? And what is the step that I can do to create that life? But before you do this, start with healing yourself first, because you need to have foundation for that great life that you want. And that foundation is your relationship with yourself, to have healthy, good relationship with yourself. So subscribe and share this video with people you think can benefit from this video. And I love you. Bye.